Hello and welcome. My name is Biagio Mazza, Pastoral Associate at St. Sabina Parish in Belton, Missouri, and I'm here to welcome you to another Do You Know series question. As we continue our examination of Latin American customs surrounding Christmas and Epiphany, today's Do You Know question is, do you know the various Latin American traditions surrounding January the 6th, the Feast of the Epiphany? January the 6th is exactly 12 days after Christmas, and we celebrate the Feast of the Epiphany. We celebrate the Magi's. We celebrate the Magi's following the star and bringing gifts to the newborn king in Bethlehem. In later traditions turned the Magi's into kings. 3 kings specifically based on the number of gifts that they brought of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And they made them ethnically diverse as well, giving them different ethnic backgrounds representing Europe, Asia, and Africa, white, yellow, and black. And also giving them name of Melchior, Caspar, and Balthazar. And so in many Latin American countries throughout the world, the January the 6th is referred to as Dia de los Reyes or Dia de los Tres Reyes Magos. This is the day of the kings, or the day of the 3 kings, the Magi's. Right? Some of the Christmas, in some of the countries, the Christmas tradition ends on January the 6th, while in other countries it's extended all the way to February the 2nd, 40 days after Christmas. In Mexico, January the 5th is known as Noche de Reyes, in which the Night of the Kings, in which the 3 kings are put in the nacimiento, the nativity scene, and children leave shoes outside in order to have the gifts, the 3 kings bring gifts to them. And in some countries, they actually leave water and hay for the camels, as well as some food for the kings themselves. In Spain, January the 5th becomes an important, significant day in most of the towns, with many parades in which they welcome 3 adults dressed as kings into the town, and the children can experience and welcome the kings into their village, and then they are to get ready for bed so that the kings can bring gifts to them during the evening, and so on. So January the 6th becomes a very festive day throughout the world, throughout the Spanish-speaking world, because it's connected with all sorts of festivities, a main meal, of fireworks, and so on. And the highlight of the entire day is the Rosca de Reyes, the king's cake. Now, the king's cake is round with a hole in the center representing a crown. And it's very festive and very colorful, with candied fruit representing jewels that the kings wore in their crowns, and so on. And so the king's cake actually hides a little plastic baby Jesus, representing the flight of the Holy Family to Egypt after Herod ordered the massacre of all the children in Bethlehem. And as the cake is shared among the participants, the one who gets the baby Jesus feels blessed and honored for having had such an opportunity, and graciously throws a party on February the 2nd of tamales and a corn-based drink, atole, so to honor and bring closure to the entire Christmas season and the baby Jesus. In Mexico City, for example, since 2012, since many people cannot afford to buy their own rosca or king's cake, what they've done is the city has developed a tradition of baking what they call a mile-long king's cake. And people from all over Mexico come and really partake of this tradition by getting a piece of that particular king's cake. Mexico City has done this in order to maintain the traditions and to preserve and carry those traditions on, especially for those people who couldn't afford to buy their own king's cake. In many cities in the United States that have many Hispanic populations, like Chicago, Dallas, Los Angeles, etc., they actually, the Hispanic neighborhoods actually serve a hominy-based stew called pozole that is shared as a symbol of the January the 6th and so on. So January the 6th actually becomes a very significant day in many Spanish-speaking countries throughout the world. And note, too, would be with regards to association with French. The French, especially through the New Orleans tradition, also have a king's cake, but that king's cake is associated with Carnivale, which officially begins on January the 6th and goes all the way to what they call Mardi Gras, or Fat Tuesday, which is the day before Ash Wednesday. So the traditions kind of carry over, but with different focuses and emphasis. So I hope this has helped to explain just a bit of what the Latin American traditions are surrounding January the 6th, the Feast of the Epiphany, and I hope you will return again to more Do You Know series question as we talk more about the many traditions surrounding Christmas and the Feast of the Epiphany. Thank you very much.